Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Good evening and welcome. Hello everyone, how are you? Wow, what a huge crowd. Welcome to the Chirnside Park Country Club. Welcome along to Collingwood night. You guys excited? Yes! It's good, great. Hey, let's get stuck in. Welcome to the That's Good Footy panel show. This is the only live and interactive footy panel show going around. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. This show allows you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready, let's go. Collingwood show, June the 12th, 2024. Please welcome to the show. He is our first panellist. He was born on the 9th of February in 2000. He's played a total of 77 games and he's kicked a total of 82 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2019. When he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 23 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Bobby Hill.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He loved it. I should have told him I should have given him a tram ticket from all the way from back there all the way to up here. I didn't realise it was that far, Bobby. We nearly could have played the Collingwood song twice on the way. How good is it to see him though, everyone, huh? It's great to have him back here. I just want to get just something off my chest nice and quickly. I just wanted to say congratulations to Bobby on the birth of his second child, which was fantastic.
Thank you.
Just very quickly, because we've got some obviously special news coming up with our next panellists about this particular subject. How's fatherhood for you?
Yeah, it's good. I'm loving it. Obviously, two boys and then end up getting a puppy, so partner wasn't too happy. But so 3 boys in the house.
How cool is that?
But no, other than that, I'm enjoying it and loving every bit.
And I loved the Collingwood theme song that was sung after the win the other week. And he was down in the, obviously in the circle, the inner sanctum, industrial headphones on. He copes all right with that?
Yeah, no, he was good. Well, we had that with our first one, but obviously no crowd at the GWS, so that didn't really work. But yeah,
I like that.
Coming to obviously the big club here at Pies, definitely got to have it.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well, there you go. Nice to have him here. All right, let's get our second panellist out here. He was born on the 4th of February in 1993. He's played a total of 135 games. He has kicked 228 goals for the Collingwood Football Club. He made his AFL debut back in 2018. When he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 41 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Brodie Myercheck.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
You guys don't know this, but when we chat out in the green room, I say, come out, be yourself, do whatever you want. When you walk through the crowd, that's how you do it, all right? You walk out, high fives to everybody. Hello, nice to see you here. Normally the boys, you've seen them celebrate when they kick a goal. Can you do it for us, exactly what you do? There you go. I love it. I've asked them both what it means. Both of them don't know. They've got no idea. But at the same time, it was great to see him come through and embrace you all the way that he did. I want to talk about it. I saw the post come up on Facebook the other week, mate, and I wanted to say off the top of my top of the show and from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, an expectant father.
Yes.
How amazing is that?
Yeah, good news. Very exciting. Baby boy coming at the end of October. So, it's exciting time. Yeah, father son. I have played 100 games, so there it is. But yeah, it's a weird feeling. You're pretty helpless till the baby actually comes, and I think with the culture that the club has, it sort of sped the decision up that me and my partner wanted to have a kid. So you see all the babies running around the club after the game, and it's very special.
Pretty special.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was quite a few kids that were part of the inner sanctum on the weekend. I think there was also holding on the shoulders. There was some special goings on with individuals that had come into the inner sanctum on that particular day. So it's great. It's a family club. Now you're going to be embraced by that as well.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
Good
it's
on you,
exciting.
mate. Love it. Excellent. Yeah, there you go. So what I want to do, we want to talk a little bit about the football journey that the boys have both been on in order to get to where they are. We're going to do it in our first little segment. That segment is called What About Me? All right, now I know you both love your footy, but let's find out a little bit more about your journey to get here. Okay, this is a question that's relevant for both. Tell us about your first day down at Collingwood HQ. Did you know where to park, what entrance or door to go into, who to report to? Were you early or late, and who greeted you first? Who would like to go first in that?
I'll go. So the draft for me was on a Monday night at 5 o'clock, found out I was a Collingwood player. Text started flooding through. Bucks was calling, Eddie Maguire was calling. But yeah, the weird thing was I had to drop my job right there and then. And then in on the Tuesday, I had a work car, so I was rocking up in the work car in the ute, which was quite amusing. And then I remembered getting introduced in front of the whole group. There was the group of 5 of us, and I think Lynchy always tells me this story, Max Lynch, that he thought I was the new trainer at the club, the gym trainer. It was an interesting first day. It's sort of get to know everyone throughout the whole club, the players, the coaching staff, the staff on the other side of the club, and the first day was meeting everyone and not much training. And then
did you actually know where to park? Did you know which entrance to go in?
I think so. I think I had to park on the other side and get a ticket for the first few weeks till we actually got our parking pass. It was an unreal experience. I still had the work car for another 2 months after that, so they let me keep that, which is nice.
And who was the first person that greeted you when you walked in? Can you recall that?
Hard to recall. I got the worst memory, but I do remember standing in front of the group and all eyes were on us group of draftees, and like being 24 with other 18-year-olds was pretty weird, but it was awesome to finally get the opportunity to be an AFL footballer.
And how brilliant. We discussed your journey to get there, coming from Burnie and then going through, obviously, the circumstance of playing in the VFL and then coming through and having your opportunity. I wanted to quickly move along. Bobby, tell us about you. When you first turned up, I remember watching that documentary, Show Me the Money, and you were sitting there getting a tat. You didn't quite get the opportunity to come to Collingwood when you wanted to, but then the opportunity did come your way. I know how excited you were, and haven't you replayed the faithful with that one? But my point being from it, what was it like when you first turned up to Collingwood HQ and you knew that you were going to be?
Yeah, that show I was meant to go to Essendon. Thank God that didn't happen. That was meant for that. So lucky I didn't go there. I remember obviously finishing off the year at Giants and packed all my stuff up with my partner and pretty much just headed straight to Melbourne, knowing I was going to get the trade done, and it was a matter of time when that trade period happened. Got it done. Very thankful for that. And I remember my first day, obviously media stuff, so I knew where to park. Had one of the coaches there help me out.
Good.
I went back when there was the first of 3 or 4 years that was there. So had obviously Ash Johnson, Cooper Murley, and then obviously Nick Dacos, and that were all there as well.
Yeah, of
so
course
they made me
they-
feel
Nice group.
welcome, and I just wanted to obviously go in and respect early.
Brilliant. Love it. Excellent. Very nice. Who's been your best mate since arriving at the club?
Say all the forwards, I reckon. Pretty close to Checkers, obviously Jamie, Bo, and yeah, pretty much
Okay.
just our forwards.
What about you? Who's your best mate?
Yeah, I'd say the same. I've gotten close with Will Hoss Elliott, lives out my way, out west, and sort of the battlers of the team sometimes, and we've grown a close bond. But yeah, the forward group we have is pretty amazing and pretty unique, and it makes me feel young being in that group, which is nice.
Nice.
A few meetings, no one actually says anything, and it's pretty much just play footy. There's not too much structure.
Okay.
It's exciting to be a part of that, and my job's to bring it down for the small blokes, and their job's to block for me as well. So we all work well together.
Good synergy.
It's all enjoyable.
Yeah, perfect. When I was growing up, I used to walk across the road with my mates. Kids I grew up with, we used to go to the local footy ground. I can remember hearing the dads in the street in their garages listening to the footy on the radio. The footy used to smell like leather and dirt. I loved that smell. I couldn't wait to get out there and kick the absolutely bejesus out of it. What sort of childhood memories do you have from your early days of football? Have you got something that springs to mind?
I was thinking about this here. Had Jordan Roughhead, what sort of meal comes to mind, like something that brings back memories, and it was watching footy on a Friday night, having little red sausages or sausages in bread, and just watching the footy with my brothers and mum and dad. So they're good memories I have, and then obviously kicking the football with my two older brothers, big Essendon fans, used to spray paint the hair red and black for the 2000 grand final, and but the Friday night dinners, watching the footy and having some sausages in bread.
Perfect. What about you, Bobby?
Yeah, mine would be pretty similar. Obviously, on the Friday night, play on a Saturday, having obviously cousins and a few teammates stay over the night, and mum will cook a big pasta, and we'd watch obviously Friday night footy, and then wake up next morning and kick the dew off with the older boys.
Oh, like it. Very nice. I wanted to know, did you used to get dressed up in your footy gear? I know that you've just alluded to Essendon a couple of times. But did you used to get dressed up in footy gear? Would you put like gear on, socks, shorts, jumper, play around the house, that sort of thing when you were growing up?
Yeah, well, Mum used to obviously clean the jerseys, so I'd always have my jersey there, and I'll obviously fold my jersey, sleep with my footy socks and boots right next to me. So
Nice.
So that was me.
Like it.
Pretty lucky to have all the uniform there ready to go, and as soon as I wake up, chuck it straight on.
Brilliant. Excellent. Love it. What about you?
We had to probably wear clothing that we wanted to get dirty, because us three brothers would just beat the crap out of each other, and it got pretty. Learned a lot of lessons playing markings up with them. So I think that's why I run back into packs now, and with no care for myself. Yeah,
that's why you are the defender that you are. I wanted to know, did you used to collect footy cards when you were growing up? Did either of you do that? And if you did, my next question following on from that is, can you remember when you first got or saw a footy card of yourself and then you had to sign it? Any memories there?
Yeah, I've always used to, when I was younger, collect them and have that book where you can put it on the teams.
Selector cards,
so I used to have like a heap, and always wanted to be on one, and didn't really get too much at Giants because I didn't really get recognised there, and as soon as I come to Collingwood, you've seen more. Yeah. So it was actually pretty amazing, and to live that as a childhood dream as well, to be on a footy card, it's unbelievable. Absolutely. Can you remember the first time someone walked up with a Collingwood one and said, "Here, whack your John Dory on this"? Yeah, it was actually my niece. So was it? Is that you? Yeah, that's me. Sign it. Yeah. Wow. No worries. Yeah, I like it. What about you, bros? Did you used to collect, and what about when you first got your own? Yeah, I used to collect. I'm pretty sure most kids my age would have collected. But it still surprises me now to see different cards. I think new cards come out every year. I think maybe my first year I would have had one. Maybe a couple of years on I'd see two or three, but I've seen Premier ones now.
few other nights for a few weird looking ones.
Okay.
Yeah, which are a bit interesting to look at. But yeah, I actually try and get them myself. I've been lucky to be handed a few throughout my career. I've got some in my car at the moment and some at home.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'll try and collect them all before I'm done, and hopefully hold on to them for the future.
And guess what? Now you've got someone to pass them on to.
Yeah.
Hey, very good. I like it. Now, I don't want to get too D&M on you here, but there are 720 players in the AFL system. You are the best at what you do. In order to be either selected or considered, you have to be either outstanding at your craft or be gifted with natural ability. Recognising this is one thing, but being consistent at it is another. There is always pressure around selection. Coupled in with this is form and injury setbacks. This puts enormous pressure on you as a person. What is the one thing that keeps you consistent and focused? Is it mindset or is it practice routine?
I think being in the system a bit now, I think, it is routine and obviously trying to keep that consistent and obviously, trying to be consistent on the footy field. If you're not kicking goals, you do something else that's going to help someone else get in the game. If that's not me kicking goals, I'll obviously come back, block the checkers, or go tackle, or I think it's being a forward. I think it's the hardest position on the field. I think it's got to do my role and be in the do the things I got to do to keep myself in the team and get it going.
What's one of the first things that you like to do when you get out in the field, Bobby? Is it body on body contact? Is it just get your hands on the ball? Like, how do you feel you are getting into the game?
I think just more tackling. If I know I'm tackling well and putting pressure on opposition, I think, I know I'm in for a good game. Or if not that, it's just helping the team, the team to win. Yeah, good.
I spoke about 720 players in the AFL. There's 24, 25 million people in Australia. You're very lucky to be doing what you're doing. Does that ever, the focus of that just become so much sometimes that you look, I want to be consistent. I want my form to be there. I couldn't stand it if I've got an injury. I know that you're obviously dealing with one at the moment. What's your mindset like? How are you going through that?
Yeah, very lucky to get on a list, and it's about preparing yourself best every week. You forget sometimes that you are the top athletes in Australia with what you do, so you need to be on top of everything, and the moment you slip where injuries creep in or you don't recover as well. So, I hurt my hammy a month ago, and then I try to rush back because I miss playing, and you forget at your age, like I'm 31 now, and I can't be, I'd like to, but I can't be doing the stuff I used to do. Try to rush it back and hurt it again. And then this time, injury-wise, I'm trying to take it a bit more easier and be a bit more kinder to myself.
That's good.
Last 2 years, a lot more being kind to myself and allowing my body to rest and not thinking I need to do every session or anything like that. So, I'm finding new ways around getting through games and feeling good week in, week out. I'm learning new things now at the age of 31.
How good's that? You must be impressed yourself to know that my maturity is now developing, not just as a person but also with my football. If you'd have known these sort of things when you're in your junior years, oh my God. But it's just great that you're able to adapt and be aware and probably be more self-conscious. I wanted to ask you, how much sport did you used to play at school and at junior level? Can you remember how much your parents, how much running around they used to do?
Yeah, heap. Obviously state trials and whatnot. I remember obviously during the week you go to Perth because I lived in the country, so you go to Perth and try out for the state. 15s and or 12s, 15s, and then obviously 18s and whatnot. But it was during the week. Heaps of travelling. Dad always working hard, and Mum's always just taking us everywhere.
How brilliant! What sports were you playing? Were you just focused on football? Or?
I was a bit of footy and basketball.
Okay.
Obviously summer basketball, and then once footy was on, there was always footy. But then had to pretty much take footy seriously a bit more.
And being that you've got a lot of family, whether it's direct or indirect, that we're all involved in football? Did that always look like it was going to be the trajectory for you?
Yeah, straight away. Obviously, Dad was a big one, big part of my footy as a young kid, and obviously having cousins in the AFL as well, and helped. And
it was always going to be going
always
that way.
wanted to be an AFL player.
What about you, bro? Just growing up in Burnie, Tasmania, what was the situation like for you? Were you playing a few different sports at the time and being run around by mum and dad?
Yeah, I was. A lot of sports, footy, soccer, tennis, basketball,
Wow.
cricket,
Jeez.
table tennis even, throw that in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so well-rounded.
Yeah.
Not a great athlete at all, but
Yep.
just nice.
Consistent.
Nice athlete. Yeah,
Yep,
consistent.
yep,
But Burnie, Northwest Coast, would travel down to Launceston,
Had
Hobart, so
the luxury
Hobart
of
was
that.
4.5 hours away. So,
Okay.
a lot of travelling, and I don't know how my parents did it, but they did it. Something I've got to look forward to as a father. But I thank him for doing that.
Everything they've done. They've been part of your football journey.
It made me the way I am today. Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of school, let's just play along with me here. We'll just see where this one goes. You happen to be both captains of your respective teams. We'll go Skins and Tops, whatever. You've got a choice, first pick, but you've got an AFL list to choose from. Who's going to be the first player that you pick from? Current day AFL player that you'd choose to put on your list. Who would it be?
I'll go from the forward line. I'll do Bo McCreary.
Wow, great.
Yeah,
Cool.
bit of menace, bit of grunt. Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
yeah.
Good. Just for
And
everyone
you-
listening,
yeah.
he'll be on the show on June the 26th, okay? Which is good. Thank you. Nice little plug. Tell us about you, Bobby. Who would you choose? Any club?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah?
I'd say Nick Dacos, but that's an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah, I'll go Nick.
Yeah.
Hopefully
that's
kicks
good
me the
enough.
ball this
Yeah,
week.
that's good. Yeah, I like it. Your first game of footy is pretty significant. It's a very significant part of your football journey, especially to your family and friends. So much so that it's now done on social media. It's all posted out there for everyone to see. Do you remember when you were first told of your first game? We'll focus on just Collingwood. We won't talk about any other clubs. Can you remember when you got the call up and you said, guess what, you're going to be playing this weekend?
I still remember it. We had a team meeting and Fly was talking about something.
I wasn't really listening.
He was sitting there and he obviously called out the three debutants that was playing. It was Dan McStay, Tommy Mitchell and myself. So it hit, and then obviously, putting on the famous jersey, it was an unbelievable feeling, and get to tell my family and friends and that, and knowing, you're going to run out in front of 90,000 people. It's
Wow.
it's
Unbelievable. We've spoken about that. It's very dreamy. Can you remember yours, bro? Getting that call up?
Yeah, I had a feeling earlier in the week. Like Ben Reid had a calf injury at the time, and it was on a main training session, and I think Bucks announced it in front of everyone, and all the boys get around you. I don't remember too much about if I rang my parents, or I might have just sent them a mess saying I'm in, show up Sunday.
Put your name on the door.
Yeah, but yeah, the following days after that, you got to organise all the tickets, and it was a bit of a headache. But I'd love to do it all again.
Beautiful. I want to know about this. What about when you got to the club and you put the jumper on for the first time? Both of you look down, you see the black and white stripes. You know that you're part of history, you're part of culture, you're part of everything that Collingwood's all about. Club that's been going around since 1892. What's your first thoughts when you look down?
Amazement, and it's a dream come true. But I just remember that whole first year as not only the first game, but just smiling every time I put that jumper on and walked out the race, and it was just a year that flew by, and a lot of things happened with first game, and then making a grand final as well, and coming that close to being a premiership player in your first year. But it still puts a smile on your face putting the top on, and I think the best thing we did last year was have a couple words on our Guernsey that we reflect on when we put the top on, which is a good initiative from Fly, and I think that every time you put it on last year, you'd see those words and it would pump you up putting the top on. That was
resonate really.
That was a special initiative that he did.
I love it. What about you, Bob?
Yeah, mine was pretty much just honoured to put the jersey on. Obviously, coming from a club where, it's just a fresh start and starting with new colours, and still pinch myself.
Just for everyone that's probably wondering, this is Bobby Hill, but his real name is actually Ian. Okay, so it's Ian Bobby Hill, but he got the nickname Bobby. And Bobby, would you mind sharing with where you got the nickname Bobby from?
Yeah, so I had my grandfather living with us at the time. I think I would have been 5 or 6, and just kept watching Bob the Builder. So
there you go. All right.
Obsessed with him.
There you go. For all of you wondering, where did that nickname come from? Bob the Builder. How much do you remember about your first game, the lead up to it, the night before? I asked this question because it sounds like it's ad nauseum, but what was it like that night? Did you get much sleep? When you woke up the next morning, did you eat right? Did you have butterflies? You didn't feel like eating? Or what was the emotion? First game, you're about to go and play.
It was excitement, I think. I think when you play VFL, you prepare as if you were AFL listed, and you go through the right preparation. So it didn't feel too much different. It wasn't a massive game. It was against Freo. I think there was 60,000 in the end on a Sunday. But it was a very special day, and I think you just want to get that first touch out of the way. Being a forward, get the first goal out of the way, and that happened quite early, and it was pretty special after that. I got on the end of 3 more and kicked 4, so I couldn't ask for a better first game.
Yeah, I like it. Wow! There you go. Nick, you're a father, so you with 2 children, so you know how important sleep is. In relation to sleep for you prior to your first game, how was that for you? No problem?
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was obviously my partner's the one that put our little one in the routine pretty well. So obviously had a good nap before the game. Obviously playing on a Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday night against Geelong.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was fine. Obviously a bit of nerves when I got there, but she was more let me do my preparation.
You're a pretty relaxed individual, both in the rooms and out on the ground. But you've obviously got an absolute skill and a flair that shines above the rest, especially when you're taking marks the way you do. I wanted to ask you this: was there a player you most wanted to meet when you got to the Collingwood Football Club? Anyone that you looked up to from afar? Anyone that you idolised? Was there anyone that just springs to mind?
It was probably always Jamie Elliott.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably when he came out with the blonde hair, I think I was just going off to schoolies, so then I got done with my hair as well. So, it was probably him, and then probably just getting around the forwards and whatnot. But then, obviously, you got Pendles, and I get to sit near still side bottom every day. So he was another one as well. So, just them two, or maybe those 3, and the forward line. Yeah, good. What about you, Broads? Anyone that getting starry-eyed when you walked in and went, oh my God, it's Pendles?
It was probably a bit different coming in at 24 years of age. Having played against a few of when Port Melbourne played Collingwood, so it was it was a bit weird. You did feel like you weren't with the 18-year-olds, you weren't with the older blokes, so I sort of had to find a different way in, and made good friends with Crispy and got along with him straight away. So sort of bonded with him, and he showed me the way a bit, and so he helped me out those first few years.
I hear. What I wanted to know is, as an elite footballer, what is something that you want to be remembered for? Is it a match winner, a leader, a consistent contributor, a reliable teammate, or someone who always gives their all? What description do you think best suits you?
Bobby's highlight reel, I reckon, mark of the year. I think it's just being a good teammate.
Good,
and, yeah, I know I'm never going to be a flashy player, but just compete week in, week out, and do my best. I think when I play my best football, I'm just giving it my all. But don't need to be remembered as anything special, but just a nice, solid player.
Nice,
Yeah.
I like it. Bobby, what would you say?
I can't beat that. I don't know, Norm Smith-Millis.
Oh, yeah. Take that, Damo. All right. Oh, I rest my case. That's beautiful. Very nice. Who has impressed you the most down at the club with their work ethic, their professionalism and their mindset? Who's someone that springs to mind as soon as I say that?
We can't go past Pendles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pendles, finding it out firsthand. I'm in rehab with him now, and he's still runs all day and annoys me with how fit he is. So he's one that keeps getting better every year, and there's plenty more footy left in him.
How good's that? Well, whether we're sitting, oh no, I can't say because I've got a question coming up later about it. Anyway, moving right along. Now, not everyone here is a purist across the footy terminology, and as you can see, there are a lot of mum and dads in the rooms here and kids. For those that don't understand it, put it into simple layman's terms, as simple as you can. Explain what fat side and skinny side means.
So fat side is where I'm on. Ball doesn't come out there too much, but that's if the ball's on one side, obviously that's skinny with everyone there, and then fat side's obviously where I am having a coffee and not getting touched. So whenever the boys want to switch it, I'm out there waiting.
Very nice. Is that clearer? Everyone make, yeah, good. You don't even have to go there. That was a perfect explanation. Oh, I love that. Locker room energy is something that can be infectious. Who is a player down at the club that thrives on this? Who is it that brings the entertainment and the vibe?
Darcy Cameron. It's pretty He's
okay.
funny if you want to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Prank-wise, Geordie.
Okay, interesting.
Annoying prank-wise.
Okay, all right. Who would you say, bro?
Yeah, Geordie takes a bit too far with the pranks.
Okay.
I don't know, if Bruzzy is watching now, I'll tell him that there's a couple bananas in the bottom of his locker that he hasn't found.
God.
That Geordie put there, so they're starting to ripen up now. But yeah, energy-wise, Bruz, you can't go past.
Yep.
He's the DJ for the gym most of the time, so there's some interesting tunes getting about.
I love that.
Yeah.
So how long have those bananas been there?
About a month.
Very nice. Oh, that's good.
No one tell him in this room, right?
No,
Don't tell him.
Keep it
Let
in
him
these
find
four
out.
walls.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. Which one of these things gets you pumped the most before a game? Is it the smell of deep heat, the smell of fresh cut grass, pulling on the jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the Collingwood crowd?
Yeah, the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be the crowd.
Yeah, let's go with the
I don't
crowd.
think anyone uses deep heat anymore. It's an old school footy thing, that is.
Yeah, unless they're playing a prank.
Geordie.
He does do that.
He did it on Tommy Mitchell.
There you go. The siren has gone. You're trailing by 5. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, everyone. You're trailing by 5. Which player do you hope has got the ball in their hands to help you win the game?
It's always the same answer.
The little man,
Bill.
Jamie Elliott.
Jamie Elliott.
There it is. All right. You've taken a mark on the boundary line inside the forward 50 and the opposition fans are giving it to you over the fence. How much of what they are saying are using as motivation, and how good is it when you see the goal sail over the goal umpire's head for a 6-pointer? What's your first emotion?
Selling the shoosh.
Tell him to shush. Yeah, good.
You can definitely hear him.
Yeah.
It puts me off. Some things are quite funny. You do remember it. But yeah, I'd rather celebrate with the teammates, I reckon.
Nice, very nice, excellent. Sometimes the game dictates that you are not trying to score, but more just to defend and shut down the opposition. I know you train for it, but how much does it go? How much does it do your head in and go against everything that your instincts are telling you to do? You know, when you've got to shut the game down, you really want to win, you are in front, but you've got to shut the game down. You want to stop the opposition from scoring. It's just the opposite of normally what you'd want to do. You want to keep scoring, but you've got to shut it down.
Yeah, we train it heaps, so...
So it's just become
it's,
second nature?
Yeah, I think now it's pretty easy for us. We know
Good.
what to do, and connection between every line is in sync, and we don't love the close games, but we
Neither do
handle
the fans,
it quite
I don't think either.
It's pretty well drilled into us now,
It
what we do.
is.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. You've just kicked a team lifting goal, Bobby, Brodie. You look up and you watch the replay on the big screen and you see yourself in a good old-fashioned full body muscle flex. Is there a point where you look at it and go, it's not bad?
Checkers does it all the time.
I always look up and wonder if I need a haircut most of the time.
So you really...
Yeah, I do have people say I do look at the screen. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Yeah. I'll watch you too, Bobby, if that makes you feel better.
I like
No
that.
comment.
Very nice. You walk into a pub or a bar and the footy is on. At what point are you conscious of the fact that this is actually what you do for a living?
Actually, when was it? I think we had a week off in the finals and watched Saints and Giants play. I think
Okay.
I looked at it and I was like, can't watch any other game besides ours. So I think every other game is pretty boring to watch.
Nice.
So I went to the other room and enjoyed my beer. So
Very nice.
yeah, but
Okay.
other than that, looking on the big screen, I think my little one knows when we watched, if there's a game on, it's not black and white. He goes, no pies, and take it off. So if it's not the pies on, he's not watching it.
There you go. It's all about training them very early, very young. What about you, Broads? You walk in and pub, club, bang, footy's on.
Yeah, I'd say that's the only way I could watch it. Like sound off, can't do
Okay.
commentators.
Yep.
Yeah, but I do get into it when I watch other teams, and you try not to study them, but you sort of do. But you just want to enjoy watching good footy sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's
good.
it can
Okay.
be enjoyable.
Nice. Social media is like drinking or smoking. No one really wants to admit how much or how often they do it. But around game time, what rules do you have surrounding it? Do you put any self-imposed sanctions on when and how often you engage in social media?
We get told not to go on social media after a game, just to sort of relax after and not have an influence on what is said on social media and that. So it's nice to not going on it like a day or two after a game.
Yep.
Other than that, on it a fair bit.
Okay.
Not posting or anything, just stalking.
Yeah, just
but,
I'm with you.
scrolling. Yeah.
All right. That way, not that way. Yeah. What about you, Bobby? Anything? Do you have any self-imposed bans that you sort of put on yourself, or you fairly flexible?
No, I'm pretty flexible. Obviously, just go on it and watch the reels on there.
Yeah. You
I'm
can control it. You're a TikToker.
Not TikTok.
No?
Just
Okay.
Instagram
Show my age.
reels. So off that.
Okay, all right. If you had to comment on each other's playing style or speak of some of each other's key attributes, what would you say about each other? Bobby, what would you say about Brodie? And Brodie, what would you say about Bobby?
He's very underrated in the competition as a forward, and very hardworking, and enjoy playing alongside him.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Bobby's all right, I guess.
Get too carried away.
One thing that Bobby has done this year is give others goals.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing when he can't find the goals himself. He's given away to others. So very selfless and always running the right patterns, even if the ball's not getting him.
Brilliant.
So he's doing the team thing as well.
Have you been aware? Is that something you've been aware of, Bobby? Is it something you've made any change to? Is it just something where your football's developing and that's how it happens?
I'd like to get goals, but
Yeah.
I mean, if my teammates are in a better spot than I am, then they're definitely going to get it.
Yeah.
So
Play the team football.
that's it.
I hear you, mate. Is it sometimes weird when someone recognises you? Do you have any funny stories from such an experience? Has anyone ever confused you with somebody else?
Yeah, all the time. Myself and Will Hoskin-Elliott. And we live in the same area, so it happens constantly.
Wow.
I still find it hard to see any resemblance.
Any resemblance,
but,
yeah. I did hear a lot of people murmur those words, yeah.
Yeah, and...
Any funny stories from it? Where someone's gone, hey, Will, I saw you.
Will's got one where he was at Coles and the cashier said, Checkers, well done on the weekend, and he went fully with it. Had a full conversation with the person and then just walked out the door, and they would never know.
That's beautiful. Very nice. What about you, Bobby?
Always when we go to Coles, if there's a checkout close, there's always that one person that runs over and opens up. I might be at the back and she's like, come through. And then someone else is in front of me and I'm like, can't go through there, can I? But yeah, I'll push through and get out of there quick. But no,
I can't do that, but okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really nice. This is a question for both of you, but there's a little bit of reflection in this for you. I was watching a game recently up in the Northern Territory, and I love the fact that all the locals came out to witness, observe, and soak in the fact that the AFL was in town. You could see the excitement on the kids' faces. When you go to remote areas and play a game, how conscious are you of the impact that you have? You're there to play footy, of course, but it just seems so much more, probably because it is so much more. What's the feeling like for you, and what would you relate to that particular topic when you do go play regional areas and you see kids from all walks of life and they're just looking at you like, oh my God, you're my idol, you're my hero?
It's still a surreal feeling knowing, you get younger kids look up to you, and that was me at one stage when I first met Sirioli. I was starstruck and couldn't get a word out, and you get the younger kids that do that sometimes. Yeah. And you still pinch yourself. Yeah. And I remember obviously watching that Demons and Freo game, and not only the Indigenous community up there as well. It's unbelievable to see them there and all smiles on their faces. Yeah,
it was great. And Cyril was in the crowd for that particular game. That was great. Are you conscious of that as well when you go around to regional areas and you see just the admiration from the fans that are just there and the AFL's in town? Collingwood in this instance.
I was lucky enough my first year to go to the NT with Coxie, Flynn Appleby and Sam McClarty, and just going up the support for the Pies in the NT is amazing, and I don't know, maybe one day we might get up there and have a game, which would be nice. I think even we had a pracky game in Tassie last year, and the first game for a while we played there. So we got fans everywhere, but especially in NT, I think it'd be amazing to get a game up there.
I hear you, mate. I wanted to ask you, a typical or a tactical type of player is one that knows when to slow the game down, take his time handing the ball back to the umpire, kicks it backwards, cramps up when he needs to. Who best summarises that role down at the Collingwood Football Club?
We did a good one in Perth, I think.
Yeah. Got away with it and then...
Poked in the eye. Checkers told me to stay on the ground and...
Get a breath in.
Get a breath in. We were both buggered at the time, and I always look back at that
and then
have a little laugh.
And then Sully did it and gave away a free kick.
Yeah, it's got to teach you how to do it.
Yeah, I think you know yourself when you can get a bit more of a rest. Just laying the ball a few extra seconds. It all helps.
Yeah, you've got to be tactical. What's the lesser of the two? Picking up a dropped iPhone over the fence or seeing a sign with someone asking for your boots? What's the lesser of the two? Picking up a dropped iPhone over the fence or seeing a sign in the crowd of someone asking for your boots?
Probably the boots.
Yeah, probably boots. You'd say the same? Yeah. Probably boots. All right. Don't ask for boots, all right? There you go. When you were giving away the signed kids' footies at the end of the game, what are you looking out for in the audience or the crowd?
Younger kids.
Younger kids.
Young ones.
Yeah. Do they have to do anything?
And they are just kids. Like, you get some.
Do they have to do anything special?
Have my jersey.
All right, that helps.
It's always 35 out there, so it's like, I'm not giving that one.
Okay. Yeah, he's not giving away any. Yeah, all right. What do you look for, Broads?
Yeah, I'd say, little kids that are going nuts. You'd love to just boot the ball into the second tier, but we're not allowed to do that. yeah, I've caught my jersey a few times, but not often. I gave a pair of boots to a girl wearing my jersey once. So
Cool.
that was pretty cool seeing that in the crowd. Yeah.
Well, you're going to love this question then. What is your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Nice. What do you think?
Very special.
Very special.
Yeah, you don't see number 41.
Yeah.
It's a pretty heavy number. So, yeah. But
They weigh a lot.
it's good to see. And, it doesn't happen often, but it's cool when you do see it.
Very nice. Which club do you dislike? Which club did you dislike the most when you were growing up?
Geelong, I reckon, when they were just winning all the time, and it was hard not to hate them for just being a good side. I think Bobby and I were chatting like people hate Collingwood now because we're a good team, and I think that's probably the reason why I dislike them. But
good enough reason for me.
Yeah.
Bobby, who did you dislike?
I don't know, that's hard.
Didn't have a team that you just went, yeah.
Maybe when I was a lot younger, I was obviously a West Coast supporter,
Okay.
being from WA, but Freo was one I hated.
Okay.
Obviously those derby days, but now
Obvious
it'd be
reasons
Carlton.
in WA. Yeah.
It'd be Carlton now.
Carlton. Made a few people happy. That's good. All right. Very nice. A couple of last questions here for you boys. Who is the AFL club that you like to beat the most?
Carlton.
Carlton.
There you go. All right, boys. A lot of concentration from you here. On the count of three, don't look at each other. Look out into the crowd, look up at the roof, look anywhere. But give me your answer at the same time on the count of three. Which club has got the most feral supporters? 1, 2, 3.
Carlton.
Richmond.
Oh, Carlton and Richmond. There you go. That's their answers. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say.
Well done, guys. Thank you very much. All right. What I'm going to do now, boys, we're going to go into a little bit of another segment. This is just going to be one-word answers as quickly as you can. The answer that you're going to give is, there's no wrong answer. You know why? Because it's going to be the answer that you give is always going to be right. The only thing I'll suggest to you is listen to what each other's answer is, because it may come back to bite you a little bit later on as the show progresses. So before I introduce the segment, out of you two, who would like to go first in this sort of one? Great, excellent, Brody. All right, you're up. Be listening. All right, let's see where we go with this. Let's introduce it. It's called Speed Mating. All right, here we go. I've got a total of 16 questions. You just see how you go. They're only going to be one-word answers. All right. Who did you grow up supporting, and who was your favourite footballer?
Essendon. James Hird.
James Hird. All right. Okay. What is the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Norm Smith medalist.
Very nice. Who's been your toughest opponent to match up on?
Why are you laughing?
Why do you laugh?
Jeremy McGovern.
Okay. All right. Who was the last person you spoke to on your phone?
Bobby.
Okay. Who was the best kick at the club?
Nick Dacos.
Okay. All right. Give us one word that describes what footy means to you.
A lot.
Good. That'll do. It's only one word. Your first goal was against who? Freo. What's your favourite dish to eat?
Sushi.
Sushi. All right. What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
Blink 182.
Okay. A favourite movie?
Dude, where's my car? You going to remember that, Bobby?
That's classic, Brody. Well done. Dude, where's my car? Well said. Have you ever noticed the Good for Footy logo on the ground at the MCG and then thought of this show?
Never seen it.
There you go. Thank you.
I'll look out, though,
all right.
from now on.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Tomato sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Pyjamas, boxer shorts, jocks or naked when it comes to bedtime?
Boxer shorts.
All right, well done. Aisle or window seat on a plane?
Window.
Window. Left or right-handed side of the bed?
Right.
Well done. Beautiful. Love it, mate. Good stuff. All right. Hope you were listening, because now, Brodie, it's now your turn to listen, all right? Here comes your 16 questions. Who did you grow up supporting and who was your favourite footballer?
West Coast and Ben Cousins.
Great. What is the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Billionaire.
All right. Who has been your toughest opponent to match up on?
Starcevic.
Did you say Starfish?
No, Starcevic.
Starcevic. Oh, right, good, okay. I was thinking, is that a nickname or what? Who was the last person you spoke to on your phone?
Checkers.
Okay. Who was the best kick at the club?
Josh.
Josh, all right. Give us one word to describe what footy means to you.
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment? Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your first goal was against who?
Like Korea.
Well,
Or
yeah,
play for two. Oh, we'll go Richmond.
Richmond. Okay. All right. What's your favourite dish to eat?
Macca's.
Macca's. Don't tell anyone, all right? This does not get out of this room. All right. Very nice. What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
Luke Cobbs.
Oh, cool. Yeah, right. Favourite movie?
Equaliser.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Have you ever noticed the Good for Footy logo on the ground at the MCG and thought of this show?
Yes.
Excellent. Sam, make sure you got that. That's brilliant. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy.
Crunchy. Tomato sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
All right. Pyjamas, boxer shorts, jocks or naked when it comes to bedtime?
Naked.
Oh. Quickly move on. Aisle or window seat on a plane?
Window.
And left or right-hand side of the bed?
Right.
Excellent. All right. Put your hands together for them, guys. Well done. Thank you, boys. Very nice. This could go anywhere, couldn't it, Sandy? Huh? This could go anywhere. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Got my eye on you, Doreen. All right. Are you both ready to go?
Yes. Yeah, righto.
Ready to go?
Yeah, righto. Okay. Let's see where we go then. Which Collingwood player has played the most games in the history of the club? It is a multiple choice. Yes, Scott Pendlebury. For a bonus point, how many games?
Sorry?
Bonus point, how many games?
394?
No, he's 399, isn't he? He's isn't he? No, 290. No. All right, you go.
I warned you it could go anywhere. No. What was your answer, Cameron?
394?
394 is correct. There you go. You've got 1 point each, so you're both off the mark. Well done. All right, here comes your second question. How many VFL, AFL Grand Finals has the Collingwood Football Club
Cameron.
played? Cameron.
16?
No. Played in. Doreen.
I don't know.
Can I
Okay.
VFL,
try
no.
again?
No, you can't. 43 is the grand total. Question number 3. Who is your team's captain?
Oh,
Cameron.
Darcy
Darcy Moore.
Cameron. Yeah. You started off with yep, and now you've gone over to me. So you know, and if you're talking, you're not going to hear anything. So I've got to keep you in line. Darcy Cameron is correct. You get the points, Cameron. Question number 4.
Darcy Moore, sorry.
What?
Darcy Moore, not Darcy
Yeah, what did you
Cameron.
say?
I said Cameron. I get
Oh,
Darcy Moore?
well, I just figured that he would have said Darcy Moore. You said Darcy Cameron. Bad luck.
I
All
would've
right.
said Darcy
Thank God
Moore.
you're here to keep us clean, Doreen. Out of these 3 players, who has captained the Collingwood Football Club the most? Is it A, Scott Pendlebury, B, Tony Shaw, C, Nick Maxwell? Cameron.
Nick Maxwell?
No.
No, Tony Shaw.
No. Scott Pendlebury with 9. Who else has captained the Collingwood Football Club 9 times?
Sorry.
Who else has captained the Collingwood Football Club 9 times for a bonus point?
Nathan Buckley?
Correct. You got the points. Well done. That is 1 point. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Cameron.
Oh,
Cameron.
First,
Correct. You've gone from yep to me to op. All right. Stick with it, honey. We're going places. All right. Who wears number 6 at the Collingwood Football Club?
Cameron.
Cameron.
Tom Mitchell.
Correct. For 2 points, player and goals. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2023 and how many goals did they kick?
Cameron?
Yes, Cameron.
Brody Minechek?
Yes, it would be Brody Minechek. And how many goals did he kick?
47?
Spot on. 2 points. Well done. Good on you, champ. You just become Brody's new mate.
Do you wear number 41?
How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Cameron?
Cameron.
14?
No. Doreen. Are you still there, Doreen?
Yeah.
Just an ant. No. 18. Bad luck. All that thinking. Woo-wee. How many losing grand finals has the Collingwood Football Club played in?
Is this
Too many.
VFL and AFL?
How many losing grand finals has Collingwood Football Club played in? Collingwood Football Club.
So many.
How many?
Knew the other six.
Number?
32?
32?
No.
Did you say 32? No. Did you want to have a go?
48?
No, 27. Closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have? Cameron.
104,000?
Did you want to have a go?
Well, is he
Do you want to have a go?
107.
507.
107,000.
106,470. So Doreen, you got it right. Well done. How many premierships has your club won?
Cameron? 16.
16 is correct. Who was the last Collingwood player to win a Norm Smith medal in the 2010?
Cameron.
I'm getting scared. Who was it, Cameron?
Bobby Hill.
Who?
Bobby Hill.
Who was the Collingwood player who won the Norm Smith medal in the 2010 grand final?
2010.
Yeah.
There's two, wasn't it? Well, it was in the draw, so Pendlebury. But
Well, how many Collingwood players won it?
the one.
Oh, there you go.
And the Saints as well,
So which one was it?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
Pendlebury.
There you go. We finally got there. Long way around, but we got it. What are we? 4 versus 7. All right.
Come on, Bobby.
Oh, come on, Bobby. Gee, Doreen. 3 points, okay? So you can catch up here, Doreen. Player, year and votes. How many votes, what year, and who was the last Collingwood player to win a Brownlow medal?
Cameron?
Cameron.
Dane Swan?
Yes, that's 1 point.
Was year and votes, was it? Mm-hmm. Year, I can't remember. 2012?
No. Votes?
32?
No. Doreen, do you want to tell me the year and the votes? You got a chance to steal some points here.
34?
Yes, that's correct, yes. And the year? And the year?
2011.
2 points. Well done.
That's all right.
Now what are we looking at? Scores are level. Oh my God. This is the last question. The last question. All right, I'll make it the second last question. All right. What year did your team last win a grand final? Cameron.
2023.
And who did they play?
Brisbane Lions.
Well done. That's 1 point. You can tie it all up back here. How many points did you win that grand? How many points did you win? 4 is correct. Well done.
I was there.
I bet you were. Congratulations. That's the game over. I don't even know who won. It was fantastic. You were both brilliant. Cameron, you were out in front. You have won yourself from Yamaha a set of earbuds valued at $99 from Yamaha. They're yours. Doreen, you're not going to go home empty-handed. We're going to give you an $80 merchandise pack from That's Good for Footy. All right? That's all yours. Thank you very much. Thanks for playing. Woo-wee. Told you could go anywhere. Congratulations to our Simply the Best winner. You've just scored yourself a set of Yamaha TWEF3A earbuds valued at $99 with an awesome prize. Thank you to Yamaha. All right. All right. You ready to go, Curbs? Good on you, mate. Here we go. Who did Brody grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
James Hird and Essendon.
Correct. Yeah. And if you wouldn't mind, Broads, if you could just go yes after each one if he gets it right. What is the one headline he would like to wake up and read about himself?
Norm Smith medalist.
Yep. Very nice.
Yep.
Who has been his toughest opponent to match up on?
McGovern.
Okay. Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
Me.
All right. Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Nick Dacos.
All right.
Yep.
What one word did he use to describe what footy means to him?
A lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
All right, a lot it is. All right. Excuse me. His first goal was against who?
Freo.
His favourite dish to eat is what?
Sushi.
Best artist or concert was?
I forgot.
You forgot? Okay, so there's no answer.
Wrong.
All right. Yeah, wrong. What's his favourite go-to movie?
No, I forgot. I didn't listen to that one. Something Kirby or something like that? Is that it?
No, that's Kirby.
No, it was it.
It was,
Dude, where's my car?
Dude, where's
That's
my
it.
car? Out in the car park somewhere. All right. Has he ever noticed the Good for Footy logo on the ground at the MCG?
No, but you look out for it.
Oh, I like it. Very nice. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Okay. Fridge in the cupboard? Fridge or cupboard for tomato sauce?
Fridge.
Yep. Okay. He's going all right. Pyjamas, boxer shorts, naked? Pyjamas? Yeah, okay. He's got that too. Aisle or window on a plane?
Window.
Yeah.
Yep.
And last one, score of 13. Left or right-hand side of the bed?
Right.
Right.
There you go. 14, total score of 14. Well done. 14 out of 16. It's not bad. Very good. All right, you're up, Mace. So you're going to be keeping score now?
Yep.
We're going to ask Bodie all about Bobby. Who did he grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
West Coast and Ben Cousins.
Excellent.
Correct.
What is the one headline he'd like to wake up and read about himself?
Billionaire.
Yes.
Correct.
Who has been his toughest opponent to match up on?
I didn't listen to that. I zoned out. Unfortunately, who was it?
That's all right.
Starcevic.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's why I said starfish.
didn't, yeah.
Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
Me.
Excellent. Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Josh.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Just
What one word did he use to describe what footy means to him?
Enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
well done. All
Yeah.
right, I like it. His first goal was against who?
Richmond.
Correct.
Yeah. His favourite dish to eat is what?
I can get this on. I just got to think. Oh, Macca's.
Yeah.
That's
Yes. All right.
Sponsor KFC though. You're letting them down.
Nah, they don't sponsor. They don't give me free food. So.
Best artist or concert was?
Luke Combs.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What's his favourite? No. We went there.
Movie.
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah. What's his favourite movie?
Equaliser.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Has he ever noticed a good footy logo on the ground at the MCG?
Yes.
Oh, good. I like that. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy.
Correct.
Yes. Fridge or cupboard for tomato sauce?
Ridge.
Correct.
All right, where are we going? 12 versus 14. If he gets the next two, we've got a draw. Aisle or window on a plane?
Window.
Correct.
All right, last question. Left or right-hand side of the bed?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Was
And
it?
he sleeps naked too.
And he sleeps naked as well. Score of 15. Doesn't matter, boys. We love you both. You're both going to take home That's Good Footy merchandise pack. There's about $80 worth of gear in there, all right? Oh, look at this. Bit of a handshake. Yep, there you go. That's it. Thank you. Well done. Beautiful. And done. All right. Well done, boys. Thank you very much for participating. What I wanted to say to all of you is thank you very much for not only your patronage here at the Chirnside Park Country Club, but also for coming along to be witness to these two tonight. I mean, how fantastic are they? Seriously.
Thank you.
They've been absolutely wonderful. I just need to let you know, we do these shows as often as we can. I used to do them every Wednesday, but now we just do them, sporadically. We've got a couple of things that I just wanted to point out. If you would like to attend and be part of the live audience at any of the shows, get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/events, because it's always better live, isn't it? Well, some of you think so, okay. The next That's Good for Footy panel show, you're going to love this, is on June the 19th, and we're heading to the Craigieburn Sporting Club, which is in Craigieburn West in Craigieburn, for a Carlton show. Gee, that wasn't the response I expected. It's got Blake Acres and Tom de Koning on it. If you've got any Carlton friends, which I'm sure you haven't, anyway. Then on June...
Yuck.
Yeah. Then on June the 26th, we're going to be heading to the Italian Sports Club in Werribee for a Collingwood show. All right? That's got Bo McCreary and Jack Crisp. on the panel, all right? And then on July the 3rd, we're heading to the Mulgrave Country Club in Wheelers Hill for a Richmond show with McKelty Lafau and Tim Taranto, all right? So if you'd like to get along to those particular shows, as I said, get onto the website or click on the links in the That's Good Footy Facebook page. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you wonderful people for coming along this evening. Could you please put your hands together for Sam, my sound guy? And while you're doing it, the lovely Sandy. Sandy did work hard tonight. She's just spoken in my ear. She does the door, the floor, and so much more. But while you're feeling in the lovely jovial mood that you are, could you please put your hands together for Brodie Myercheck and Bobby Hill?
Thank you.
Two wonderful ambassadors of the Collingwood Football Club. If Sandy could stop talking to Bobby for a minute, which is really going to be hard, could I get you boys just to pick up your microphones and you guys can have the last word and just say how you enjoyed the night or whether you did or whether you didn't?
Enjoyed it very much and hopefully come to another one. So thanks for having us.
I'd love to have you back. Wouldn't you like to see him again? Yeah. Brodie.
As good as always. Very thankful that you all showed up and hopefully another show. But have enjoyed tonight very much.
Love them both. Love them. As I said, thank you to everyone that came along this evening. This has been the That's Good Footy panel show. This has been the Collingwood night. This has been my pleasure. I've loved being out here tonight. You guys have been wonderful. My name is Damien. Thank you very much. We hope to see you at another That's Good for Footy panel show. Thank you and good night. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.